Social media is a part of our everyday lives, and it helps shape the lives of our youth. A recent study by Common Sense Media demonstrates the dangers of digital masculinity on teenage boys. The research found 3 in 4 boys ages 11 to 17 regularly encounter masculinity posts, and nearly half of them believe that they should follow the advice given by the posts to not show emotion, have a specific body type, and maintain strict gender roles. Dr. Ava Zagithy, she's the chair of the pediatric psychiatry and psychology at Akron Children's Hospital, and she's here to talk more about digital masculinity, what it means, and some examples here. So, doctor, thank you for taking the time.
My pleasure.
Yes, can you tell us?
It's such an important topic.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of parents, like we were talking, we're concerned about all of this. Can you maybe explain the impact that you're seeing social media is having on teenage boys and their mental health?
So, and I think that the study that you quoted was, 11 to 17-year-olds. So right at that age when it's a critical time to form your self-identity. So what we're learning with too much exposure to digital masculinity is that these boys are having less emotional expression, actually finding it unmasculine to have healthy expressions of emotions. They're more lonely. They have lower self-esteem. Some of the messaging is promoting rigid or unhealthy body image standards. And then last but certainly not least, it's normalizing some problematic stereotypes in differences in how males and females should act.
Have you noticed a shift in the attitudes towards staying more reserved about their feelings than you have ever before, especially among maybe some local patients?
Yes, we're observing the suppression of healthy emotions and the increase in aggression, and we're seeing that aggression in younger and younger boys. And obviously it's a multifaceted problem, so not just one cause, but we actually very actively probe social media use and how monitored or unmonitored the use is by parents. And we have seen an association between increased unmonitored social media access, especially the younger teens, and more behavior problems.
And the survey found boys with that higher exposure to this kind of content have lower self-esteem, they're lonelier. Are there some types of content that maybe can make them feel more isolating? What have you noticed in terms of what's causing some of that?
I think that if you really go to the digital masculinity as an overarching theme, that it's leading them to believe that they have to be a certain way to be acceptable, to even like themselves. And again, that's behavior, that's looks, and then that's, sort of how their feelings are being influenced about gender stereotype roles and how to treat females.
The author of the study said the majority of boys surveyed did not go online searching for this type of content. Are you concerned about the algorithms?
I'm very concerned about the algorithms, and especially how most of us don't think about that when we're scrolling down our social media feeds, even adults, and then let alone the children. And I think, it can be the algorithms, it can be sort of the manipulation that many social influencers have that are idolized by many teens online. And so I think that it's really important for parents to be aware that this is happening.
Oh, yeah.
And to promote open dialogues with their children about what they're watching, why they're drawn to it, and actually help them develop some of the literacy and sort of that e-literacy or critical thinking of how do they figure out what content to believe and what content might be, very biased or actually untrue.
Yes, Dr. Zagithy, thank you so much for joining us. Parents need to really have a plan. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.